CJ, appreciate you taking the time to join us, especially the day after National Drink Wine Day, which is where I want to start this off with you because I know you've got your own McCollum Heritage 91 2018 Pinot Noir. What got you interested in wine, and how do I, or more importantly, SportsNation, go about getting it?
No, I appreciate you asking, man. If it wasn't for the storm, I'd have a bottle here to display for this, but I haven't been home in over a week. But my wife actually introduced me to wine in college, the latter part of our college career. She was a big wine fan. She introduced me to red wine. I think it was a Merlot. You fast forward a little bit, I got an opportunity to partner with a great organization in Adelsheim who believes in sustainability. They believed in, kind of educating me on wine throughout the process. And now here I am with my own label, McCollum Heritage 91. It's limited. It's not, I don't have a lot. So it goes, hopefully people are able to get it faster than they were last time around.
CJ, similar to wine, someone who gets better with age is LeBron James. Now, CJ, we're all on social media. We're all on Twitter. Why would you poke the bear making fun of the logo bronze airball the other night? And is there, now that you and I are talking about this after about 24 hours, do you regret hitting send on that tweet?
No, first and foremost, I know Bron, so it's different. Like when people see me make jokes and stuff, like people are on the outside, like kind of watching, they're like, oh, he's trying to do this. It's like, no, these are all things that I would say to him because I've known him since I was like 13 years old. So it's not like I'm hating. It's just more like if Dame shot an airball, like I would do the same thing to him. I'd be like, logo Dame. I'd be like, yo, you gotta get closer. But I like how he held it up. Like
yeah, he did. He held it. He held the pose. All right, let's move to someone else in the MVP conversation. Your teammate, Dame. I'd argue the clutchest player in the league, one of the more ruthless killers in the league. State your case right now why he should be MVP.
I mean, I think it's the consistency and how he's kind of raised his level of play each year. You could have argued he was worthy of the MVP last year. Obviously, our record wasn't as good as Giannis and LeBron and some of those guys in the running, but this year he's head and shoulders above the rest of the group based on individual performance. The numbers are there. They've gotten better. The clutch performance is insane, like how he performs down the stretch of games. Most go-ahead or game-winning baskets since he came in 2012. I think he's at 34 and counting.
Blazers get the tip. 5 seconds left. Step back three from Dame. Oh! Damian Lillard.
So I'd say it's him right now, and if he continues to sustain this level when we return, I don't see why he won't win MVP this season because we'll continue to win games.
CJ, I've been on the record talking about the market of Portland, Oregon, and I love Portland, Oregon more than anyone, covering it with the Portland Timbers in Major League Soccer through the years. And yet I still believe that you, Dame, the Blazers, you don't get enough national love because of being on the West Coast in that market. Is that fair, or am I missing the beat there?
No, you're not missing the beat. I think you're very accurate with what you're saying. I think until Stephen A kind of went on that rant.
This brother, Damian Lillard, has been ignored for far too long. He is the real deal.
Like people weren't really putting him in that category. We beat the Sixers twice.
Yep.
And I like Embiid. I'm a big Embiid fan. But we have a better record than basically all of these teams. They talked about Luka. I'm a huge Luka fan, but our record's better than theirs. They talked about Steph. I'm a huge Steph fan, but our record is better than theirs. So it's almost like they moved the bar as to like what's considered MVP. Is it best player? Is it best player on best team? Is it best record? Because if it's best record, Donovan Mitchell should be in the discussion because he's the best player on the best team right now. So I think it's funny how when it involves one of us, it doesn't really count. And now that people are starting to speak on it, it's like, look, he's the best player on his team. They're winning. They're missing their second and their third best players, and they're still winning. And he's averaging 30-something and hitting the game winner every night. So, like, why isn't he in the discussion if Luka, Embiid, Bron, Steph, and those guys are? So I think that now people are starting to watch it, starting to realize, like, we're something that needs to be mentioned up there with the elite players.
All right, CJ, you're going to put your Cleveland hat on right now because I know you're a very vocal Browns fan.
JJ Watt, I'm home, baby.
I know. How good did this past season feel for you, for the Browns, for city of Cleveland? You're beating the Steelers. You're making the playoffs. All of a sudden, there's an edge to the Browns. It had to feel pretty good, didn't it?
Felt amazing, honestly, to be in this position to where guys who actually are considering us as free agents, it's crazy how.
Okay, right now, CJ, that's where I'm going to put you. You're general manager of the Cleveland Browns right now. You get 25 seconds to sell J.J. Watt on the Cleveland Browns. What are you telling him?
I tell him, you see how close we were to beating a team that went to the Super Bowl without him, right? We were injured. We were banged up. You have a chance to compete. You have a chance to play alongside Myles Garrett. You have a great offense, the best 1-2 punch of running backs in the NFL, and you get to beat your little brothers.
Yep, that's it.
What more
CJ, that's the only thing you need to say to him. You get to beat your little brother.
What more do you need?
It.
Beat up on your little brother every year. Like, what's more fun than that as a big brother?
CJ, I appreciate you taking the time today. I'm a massive fan of you guys in the Blazers and what you guys are trying to do in that small market. And get best of luck with your rehab, and we'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having
me. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.